Hello, Virgo. I got one question for you for your October 2020 General Tarot reading. Can you top Taurus? Because Taurus is killing it. It's amazing. So, Virgo, I hope you have at least as good of a reading as Taurus, because it's been a long time since I've seen something come through like that. And of course, this is an intuitive reading. It's not going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. I can't read for a collective and expect the message to fit with everyone. So I think we all understand that. And so if it's not for you, there's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. And take that for what it is. I read cards first impression, and to me the first impression is always the most important part of the reading, over and above what that traditional tarot card meaning is supposed to bring out. But I do put them together, so that's how I do things. And you have the King of Cups finally completing this. So we're gonna get into your tarot reading, Virgo, but I do want to pull some other cards. I want to shuffle one more for the bottom of the deck because I need a theme. Virgo. Oh, 10 of Cups. Nice. Okay, so this isn't a bad start. I see a lot of good things. I see a lot of similarities to Taurus already, but we're gonna hold off, okay? I see you wanting something that is so close to you, but it feels like it's so far away. But you're Virgo. It's just close. It's so close, but it's so far away. You want that. You want that feeling of having that attainment of something. This might actually be a love reading. I kind of feel like that's kind of how this is. You have chaos and conflict to bring things in on the Oracle card. Let's pull one more of these and one more of another one, and we're going to dig into it. Breathe. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So you have chaos and conflict, and then you have breathe. Okay. That's actually very... it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out exactly what that means and what that's saying. It's saying in the midst of trouble, in the midst of despair, in the midst of everything that's hard to make sense of, it's saying remain centered, breathe, disconnect, don't get directly connected to everything, to the conflict. This is remaining in yourself, your true self, and not allowing things to dictate how you're feeling, and most importantly, how you're reacting to a situation. A blessing for forgiveness. Yeah, so I thought this was probably about a love reading. So you have chaos and conflict. So definitely in October, there's this just, it's a bit of a storm. It's kind of unpredictable, and you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like reminiscent of Forrest Gump. You never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You might get one that you don't like and spit out. And so this chaos and conflict, forgive my analogies, but this chaos and conflict is kind of like what that's about. There is at some point there has to be an agreement to disagree, agree to disagree, agree to just say we can't totally see eye to eye all the time. And so you have breathe here. This is not engaging in the fight, because when you take that moment to breathe, in that space is when the urge to fight goes away. Doesn't mean being walked over, doesn't mean being run over. It just means that it brings things down a notch, and there really is this element of something needs to be forgiven here, Virgo, for you in October. This is a blessing for forgiveness. So your spirit guides are saying to you, this might be a time for you to actually forgive and forget, to let go, to not hold on to something. And I feel like this brings a lot of fear. This, whatever that you need to forgive is kind of fear-based. So something's happened and you're afraid of it happening again. And it comes out here with really the Seven of Wands. This is like fighting that fight. This is like trying to fend it off. And in that, you might have actually been very right and very correct in your point of view, but at what cost? You have the Six of Wands, but does it really make you feel good about yourself to be right, or is it going to make you feel good about yourself to forgive once things are kind of understood between you and your person. And so I do feel like this is definitely a love reading, and let me explain why. Because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. I think that in October, whatever has been going on with you, September going into October, it's like this forgiveness will either do one thing or the other. It will bring this Wheel of Fortune in a positive way, or it will bring this Wheel of Fortune in a negative way. And so if there's forgiveness and true healing, then that Wheel of Fortune is going to just line up just right, so there can be this King of Cups, this love offer, this renewal of something that is so important and true to you. But if it doesn't actually line up right, and if there's no forgiveness, if there isn't some kind of understanding between you and the person you're dealing with, then that King of Cups is going to be upside down. But I don't think that's really the case here, because on the bottom of the deck, the big picture overall is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is really, truly in your heart of hearts. It's in your mind's eye. It's in your heart. It's in your soul. This is a soulmate connection. So you want this to be happily forever after. You want it to be long lasting. You want it to be something that is sustaining, and this is something that is very important to you. So you almost I don't feel like they're like, you're not in the wrong in a way, I don't feel like, but maybe the way you're wrong is maybe in your delivery of how you've been hurt. So maybe holding on to resentment, maybe holding on to something that is fear-based, that just makes you think that it's just going to come back. And I don't feel like it does, because I feel like, I'm not one of those just keep pulling cards, but Ace of Cups here. New start, new beginning, a new foundation. This is like a understanding, a mutual understanding. And when forgiveness happens, in that is, that the heart becomes something that is incredibly pliable. It's like it softens up. And so when that hardened heart becomes soft, things can really become new again, and they can really just change a whole perspective and outlook in a love situation, relationship, so to speak. I'm sorry if you hear my washing machine. I have 3 boys that are 5 and under, and so sometimes I have to do this in the basement, and sometimes I have to do laundry. So, it is what it is. But, I'm just some guy in my basement with a cheap tapestry reading tarot. So, let's not try to make myself out to be any better than that. So anyway, Virgo, shark, focus, action, fear. I kept saying fear over and over. Sharks incite fear. The sight of a shark will cause somebody to panic. Maybe you're the shark, Virgo. Maybe just the way you feel and react to the situation is a bit of a shark. It's like you being a bit of a shark, and your person might be afraid of your bite, so they may not be as open to you. And when it comes to communication, they just might be really afraid to communicate their feelings because they feel like you're the shark in the relationship. It's not negative, it's just an intuitive perception. Also, the shark is really about taking action. It is about striking when the time is right. It's striking at the right moment. A shark doesn't get a whole lot of chances to take its moment, and I feel that maybe this is like, don't be overdoing it, but just strike at the right time. But you have to not incite fear in the way you deliver your message to your partner, Virgo. So that's your message here, okay? I'm not going to go on and on and on. I don't need to. I only pull so many cards for a general reading. I don't need to do a full Celtic spread or anything like that. That's just not the way I feel like I need to do things here on YouTube. So with that said, I'm going to say have a great rest of your day. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, I'm just a little guy here on YouTube. Leave me a thumbs up. It helps me big time. Leave a comment also. Let me know if this is speaking to you. And in that, additionally, I'm going to ask that you check out the description box below as I'm stumbling through my words and trying to think about what I'm saying, because I do offer a members only area. I'm trying to get away from personal readings, so I just rolled that out, trying to actually build that up, and it's going to be pretty cool for what it's offering. So Virgo, I'm going to say have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you again soon. Thank you.